Hey guys, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. Today we're doing another cleaning video, a little bit different than the last one, but pretty much the same chores to clean this whole apartment. But it's also going to be a big laundry day. I have shamefully kept my clothes in my laundry basket unfolded for like a week now, which is unacceptable. I'm ashamed of myself. To be fair, I don't normally do this, but we had like a big laundry day one day along with my clothes and a bunch of other stuff. So like I had to get my clothes out of the dryer to move other stuff, but then I couldn't fold them at that moment. And then once they're in the basket, it takes so much motivation to put them back in the dryer, to warm them up and then fold them. But that's what we're doing today. So we're going to start with that because that is a much needed chore to get done. I'm sick of living out of my laundry basket. It's shameful. But then you probably can't see too well, but behind me, the kitchen's a disaster. So that's another big thing to check off is just decluttering and cleaning the kitchen. And then I also have some other laundry to do once I'm done folding my clothes, like wash sheets and towels and stuff. So I'll probably do that while I clean the kitchen. But first order of business is to warm up the laundry and fold it. But before we do that, I'm going to make a smoothie because I'm hungry and I haven't eaten breakfast or lunch. Or what time is it? It's 11:08. I haven't eaten anything. So I'm going to make a smoothie and then we will get to some chores. But the smoothie I'm about to make, I've been obsessed with lately. It's not that complicated, it's not that fancy. It's literally just like frozen fruit, yogurt, oat milk, and vanilla protein powder. It's not that fancy. I eyeball everything every time, but it's really yummy and it's nice and filling. So I'm gonna make one of those and then we'll throw in the laundry to warm it up. All right, laundry is warmed up, so it's time to fold. Luckily, I am very protective over my clothes and I usually take the safe route because I'd rather be safe than sorry. So most of my tops and stuff I wash separately on like Delicate and then hang them to dry. So most of the stuff in here is like socks and underwear, but there's like a couple hoodies and sweatpants and stuff I'll have to fold or hang up. But it's really not that much because of how I separate my loads. So that's the one positive here. Like this just gets hung up. So I came up with this idea. Oh my God, these are my Christmas pajamas. I need to stop wearing these. So I had this idea of like a new little series that I would call chore chats, where like I do a chore and then talk to you guys. Is that stupid? I don't know. I was just thinking about how like chores are so boring and like well, okay, some chores I really don't mind. Like I'm looking forward to cleaning the kitchen because it's a mess. But like folding laundry for whatever reason is like my least favorite chore. Like laundry in general, even though so much of it you're not even doing because the washing machine or the dryer is doing it. It's just like this concept of like it takes so long to get done because you have to put the laundry in the washer and then wait like an hour for it to be done, and then you have to put it in the dryer and wait like another hour, and then you have to take it out and fold it, and it's like, and then you have to do multiple loads depending on what you're washing. So it's like it just feels like a never ending chore, and it just feels like there's always, oh my god, these shirts are so hard to fold. It just feels like there's always laundry to be done, you know? So anyway, laundry is like my least favorite chore ever. So that led me to the thought of like doing videos like this where I get my chores done. Maybe you're also folding laundry right now. If you have laundry to fold and you're not, you should do it while you watch this video. And we can kind of like chat, like we're on FaceTime while we fold our laundry, because no one wants to fold their laundry alone. It's so boring. I will say, I don't know if it's like weird for me to fold my laundry on the internet and like just be like folding my socks and underwear and stuff, but like, I mean, it's no secret that I wear underwear, everyone does. So, like, if you think it's weird, then like, you're weird. Anyway, yeah, if there was one chore I could choose to never do again, well, that's a bold statement. There's so many chores. I feel like it would be laundry though. Like all the other chores, I really don't mind that much. Even like cleaning a bathroom. I guess cleaning like a shower, that's kind of a pain in the ass. It's like hard to do on your own. But like I feel like it's still not that bad. And you don't have to do it that often, I think. Like laundry is just so annoying. I also hate cleaning sinks. I don't know why, but I just like I find it disgusting. Like I hate sinks. I think it's just like mouths in general. I just think are disgusting, which is so funny because when I was in like second grade, like when I was really little, I wanted to be a dentist like really badly. And I don't know why. My aunt is a dentist, so I don't know if that had something to do with it, but like I don't remember that being like a reason why I wanted to. I don't really remember why I did. Like I can't remember any reasons why I wanted to. I just remember I did. And it's so funny because now I'm like, that is horrifying. Like people's mouths are like the most disgusting thing. I don't know why, but I absolutely hate it. I think it is disgusting, and I hate cleaning sinks. Like if it's my own sink, it's one thing. I still think it's gross, but like at least it's my own. But like if I have to share a sink with someone, like even my husband, who I had to share a sink with over the past couple of years because our apartments would only have like one vanity in the bathroom, hated it. I don't know why. I just something about other people's mouths, which sounds so stupid because like I kiss him, but like I don't know. It's just it is so gross to me. I hate cleaning sinks. So it would be that or laundry, but I feel like sinks are just like quicker and less invasive. Like I just have to wipe it down, which takes like 30 seconds. So it's like it doesn't really interrupt my day that much. So that's why I feel like if I could not do a single chore for the rest of my life, it would be laundry. That should be like a question that you guys answer in the comments. If you could not do, why am I having so much trouble phrasing this question? If you could pick one chore that you never have to do again for the rest of your life, what would it be? Comment below. My answer, laundry. Anyway, thank you guys for letting me talk to you while I fold my laundry. This is actually making it a little more fun. I figured I could give some like life updates in this little chat, maybe apartment updates, because I feel like after all the like heavy moving content, there's been a bit of a break because that's naturally what happens when you move. You get a lot of stuff done in a short amount of time, and then there's a lot less to do. So you're not doing it as often, and thus I'm not posting videos about it as often. So yes, I think my last moving related vlog was when we transformed our guest room slash office into a guest room slash office, and that was a really fun video. It was quite the transformation, so if you haven't watched that, you should go watch it. But that was the most recent video that I put out that was like moving home related, I feel like, and it was really fun. But I can't really like do videos like that all the time because obviously new furniture and like decorations and stuff cost money, and we're trying not to spend all our money on that kind of stuff. But there are some things I would like to do in the future, hopefully soon-ish. One being these freaking frames behind me. If you haven't noticed that they're empty, you definitely have now. And it's embarrassing, I know. But I got the frames from IKEA. Like literally when we moved here, I went to IKEA on our like day one and I got a bunch of stuff and I got those frames because I had been wanting frames just like that big and that like wooden color for, well, originally I wanted them for our engagement photos, but at this point we're married, so I'll probably just put our wedding photos in there. But I've been wanting them for like years to be able to do that, and I just like haven't gotten them because frames can be pretty expensive and you know, big purchase. So I never did, but then I found those at IKEA for so cheap, or at least cheap compared to what I've seen frames go for. So I got them. But then we didn't have our wedding photos yet because wedding photos take forever to get back from your photographer. I mean, depends on who you choose, I guess, but ours did and usually does. And so I got the frames and then we went through this like frenzy of hanging stuff up because we were sick of it sitting on our floor and we just wanted to get everything hung on the walls. So we hung those, but obviously didn't have our wedding photos, but now we do. So now I have them. I just need to like sit down and choose my favorites to go in there because we got like hundreds of photos from the day and they're all so cute and beautiful and I can only pick three. So I need to do that. And that like shouldn't be too expensive if I go through like Walgreens or Shutterfly or something. Obviously I want them to be high quality so they don't look bad, but I don't know. I've never done a print that big from Walgreens, but their smaller prints are always good quality and they're pretty cheap. So maybe I'll try Walgreens or maybe I'll splurge a little bit and do like Shutterfly or something because they tend to be a little bit nicer, I think. I don't know. If you have recommendations, let me know. But I need to do that. So that's on the list. I also really want to turn our balcony into what I keep calling like an outdoor oasis because I want to just like, I want to enter my green thumb plant mom era because I've always had plants, but they usually die because I suck and I do not have a green thumb. I actually claim that I have a brown thumb because plants just die when they're in my care. Oh, I saw this funny thing that was like my plants watching me put water in my espresso machine when they haven't had water in like weeks. So sad, but so true. Anyway, I should not be laughing at that. There's people who are probably like avid plant moms with super green thumbs that are sad at me for that. But anyway, I really want to do a video where I do that. I like turn our balcony into an oasis of plants, and I'm going to be very particular about the plants I choose. Well, for one, I want to do like a little garden on our balcony because I've never had an outdoor space where I've been able to do that. So I want to have like little herbs and stuff, maybe grow some little fruits or veggies. I don't know. I have to look into it. I'm not sure if those are that easy to care for. Gotta look into it. But like for the other plants that aren't necessarily like beneficial, like a garden, they're just like for looks, I want to make sure I get plants that are a bit easier to take care of. I've heard that like the vining plants are easier, and I have one that has been going very strongly since I got it, and I feel confident that I could care for more of them because mine is doing fine. So like plants like that and whatever else is easy to care for. Yeah, I feel like it'd be fun to have like an agave plant or like an aloe plant. That would be really sick, but I don't know how easy those are to care for. But anyway, I really want to do that. Plants aren't that expensive, but I mean, it adds up when you get all the ones that I'm talking about, and then you have to like get plant stands and pots and stuff for them. So, not sure when that's going to happen, but I'm hoping soon, especially now that the weather's warming up. I mean, when I say warming up, it's like high 40s instead of 30s and 20s, but it's getting there. But yes, that's another project I want to do. And then another one that I've been wanting to do since we moved in, but it just wasn't high enough priority with all the other moving expenses and the higher priority things we needed to get done is our entryway. It currently has one coat rack for all of our coats and like Suki stuff, like her leash and muzzle and stuff. And then a small shoe stand where we put or shoe shelf where we put our shoes and stuff. And it is always messy and like overflowing because it's a small space for one, and also just like the coat rack and the shoe shelf we have there, I think are just not ideal. They're not like, they don't use the space efficiently. So I don't know. I've been looking into getting like a hall tree is what they're called. It's just like one big storage unit. It's usually got like shelving on the bottom for shoes with a bench, and then like a tall slab behind it with hooks at the top to hang coats. But our entryway is pretty small, so it would be kind of tight. I think I could find some that would fit, but they're also like $80, like minimum. That's like the cheapest I found for like ones that don't even look that nice. So I've been kind of trying to figure out what to do with that area too. I've also considered like kind of doing things all separate, like getting a separate bench shoe storage thing, and then like getting hooks that we can screw into the wall instead of like the separate piece. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble putting these thoughts into words. But anyway, that I've thought about like getting like um wallpaper that looks like wood so that it kind of looks like it's a built-in unit at first glance, but then you look and you're like, oh, this is just wallpaper. But then it would be like the wood wallpaper in the background with the hooks on top and the shoe shelf at the bottom. I've thought about doing something like that because one, I've always wanted to try peel and stick wallpaper, and that's like a small area to try it in for the first time. And also, I like the idea of like DIYing something myself for cheaper than what I could buy a whole storage unit for. But I don't know if it would actually be cheaper. That's the thing. I have to like math it out and see if I would actually be saving any money. Because if not, then it's kind of like why put in the effort when I could just buy a storage unit for the same amount or less and not have to do all that work technically. So I don't know. I'm figuring it out. Look at that. Done with the laundry. So yeah, gotta figure that out. But those are like the three biggest things I want to do in the apartment right now. I think like one day I would love to put peel and stick wallpaper that has some sort of texture, like I was mentioning, on this wall behind the TV and the entertainment stand, which I'm currently facing, so you can't see it. But if you've been keeping up with my moving vlogs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I just think like it would really transform the space. And like I said, I've always wanted to do peel and stick wallpaper. And I feel like it's depending on where you get the wallpaper, a relatively affordable, renter friendly way to like really change a space without damages and without anything too permanent. So yes, I would love to do that one day, but that's like far in the future because it's literally just aesthetics, whereas everything else I was mentioning, actually, I guess technically plants are kind of just aesthetics. But I want to like have a garden so that we can like grow our own herbs and stuff. So that's like kind of functional. And then this is just aesthetic, but it's small and not too expensive. All right, all the laundry's folded. Now we gotta go put it away.
Are you doing your laundry?
Yeah. What are you doing? Hi, Schmooks. Why are you in your Christmas sweater? It's not Christmas.
It was cold.
It was cold. Why did you? It was so cold. Actually, now that I'm bringing you into the bedroom, this is also a space that needs work, but I feel like it's also lower priority because nobody really sees it except for us. But it's just like boring. Like we have a couple things on the walls, but most of the walls are like kind of blank, and then all the furniture is white, so it like makes the bedroom feel very plain because the walls are white and the furniture is white. But no complaints there because the furniture was free because it was in my bedroom at my parents' house and they let us take it so that we wouldn't have to buy bedroom furniture once we got here. So no complaints there. But anyway, yeah, those are all like the apartment updates, I guess, and like what I want to do eventually, but who knows when. In terms of like life updates, as you could see from the disaster of a kitchen, we haven't been great about staying on top of our chores. If you missed my like January reset video, I talked about like our goals for the new year, my goals, I guess. And I set up like a chore chart and stuff just to like try to help us keep on top of chores and stuff. And I feel like it did help, but we still have not been great at it, especially like weekends and stuff, because AJ works a full-time job. So like on weekends, we always just want to hang out and do fun stuff. So it makes it very difficult to motivate ourselves to spend time doing chores and cleaning the house. But we do need to get better at staying on top of those things. We've also had just like some crazy weekends the past couple weeks with like just being very busy with friends or whatever. So that is also something to consider, but can't really be an excuse if it's going to happen several weekends in a row. Like we have to make time. But yeah, so have not been being very good about that. But this is hopefully me holding myself accountable by telling everyone who watches this video that we haven't been good about it, and hopefully we'll get better at it. Also, in terms of like our goals to work out, I feel like that wasn't like a crazy goal because everybody says that every year, and obviously it's always good to just like try to move your body and get exercise. But we've been doing an interesting thing. AJ's been trying to do like 100 push-ups a day, and I've been doing 100 crunches a day because he wants to be like big and buff on top, and I just want abs. I don't know that that's actually going to get me abs, but I mean, it's better than nothing. But it's just been like so hard to motivate ourselves to go to the gym. I don't know. It's like the very first time I ever went to the gym, I was so motivated and so excited to go, and like was very consistent for a very long time. But then like the harder the workouts got and like the more mundane the routine became, the less motivated I was and the less I enjoyed it. And so then I like took way too much time off and didn't go to the gym for so long. And I thought that like eventually I would miss it and I would want to go back. But that hasn't happened yet. So I'm like, do we just get like one spurt of motivation to go to the gym regularly and like really get fit when we've never done it before? But then after a while you get sick of it and then you just never get that motivation again. Like, I don't know. It's so hard. It's just like boring, and I don't know, I'd rather be in my own home. But that's why the crunches and stuff are nice because it's like we literally have no excuse not to do them because they don't require equipment and they don't require leaving our home. So we've been pretty on top of that. I'm not sure if it's making a difference yet. We'll see. But yes, that is the update on resolutions. One that I have been doing well though is reading before bed. I do it every single night. I read before bed on my Kindle, and I've been really loving that. I like look forward to it now, whereas which is kind of nice because I feel like I normally wouldn't look forward to going to bed, but because going to bed means reading my Kindle for a bit and then going to bed, I like actually kind of look forward to it now, which is great. I'm on my fourth book of the year. It's like midway through February. I don't think that's that impressive, but for going from not reading books for years to finally starting reading, and I'm at number 4 of the year in February. That's pretty good for me. I'm currently reading a book called The Women by Kristen Hanna. My mom recommended it to me, and it's very good. It's a historical fiction book about women who went to Vietnam and worked as nurses in the war, and it's really good. It's like so depressing. Like my mom did not warn me that I was going to be so sad reading it, but it's been really good. And it's my first like historical fiction. I read an actual history book before that, but it was still written in a very like entertaining story type of way. But it was like all history, real people and stuff, which was really cool. I really enjoyed that book. It's called The Radium Girls. Crazy part of American history that I never knew existed before reading this book. So I think everyone should read it. But it was really good, and I really liked how much I enjoyed it, even though it was literally straight history and like nonfiction, because I feel like after school and all the textbooks and stuff, I just assume that I hate nonfiction, hate history, but like that was really interesting. So I would love to read more books like that. And then this is my first historical fiction, so I'm curious to see like at the end of this book to kind of like look into it and see how much of it was like historical and how much of it was fiction. Because so far it's been really good and I've been really enjoying it, but also it's been really sad. So I'm like, damn, this is history. How much of this is history? Because it's like really sad. But anyway, really enjoying reading and being in my reading era. Always looking for book recommendations. So comment them below, especially if you know any in the genres I mentioned. I'm also looking for mystery books because I've read one now and I really liked it, but I'm looking for more. So comment any recommendations you might have. And now that I've been yapping long enough and I finished my laundry, it is time to start more laundry and clean the kitchen a bit. All right, bub, how much can we get done in the hour and 15 minutes that the towels are washing?
Oh, is it a race? It's a race? Okay.
Yeah, it's a race against the washing machine.
We can do it. We can do all of it.
Yeah.
We can do this in the kitchen, especially if there's 2 of us.
Yeah.
And what? In the living room too.
Yeah. last load of laundry is in the wash for the day and towels are moved to the dryer. So I'll basically just be monitoring the laundry for the rest of the day and putting the towels away and moving the sheets once they're finally ready. In the time that it took the towels to wash, we got everything done. AJ helped with the dishes and then had to go back to work because he's working, obviously, and he was on his lunch break. So he helped wash the dishes while I emptied the dishwasher and put clean dishes away. And then we cleared off the kitchen counters and I wiped down all the counters. I wiped down the backsplash too in the kitchen, and this is your reminder to wipe it down very regularly because we hadn't done it in a bit and it was kind of gross. It didn't look gross because a lot of the splatter was pasta water and stuff, so you can't really see it, but when you start wiping it, you feel it. Oh, it was gross. Okay, so just a reminder, wipe down your backsplash a lot more frequently than we do, and we will too. I feel like you should probably just wipe it down every time you cook, honestly, because something is bound to splash up there. But yes, wiped that down. It's nice and clean now. Wiped down my ice maker too, because where I have the ice maker sitting, it kind of gets splashed when we cook. If we're cooking something where the oil is spraying a lot or something, it'll get splashed and kind of gross. But it's the perfect nook for it, so I'm not bothered enough to move it, but it does get dirty sometimes, so I wiped that down. And then I straightened up the living room. Suki was sitting in her little corner looking out the window when I was doing the time lapse of me doing it, but since then she has moved and I fixed the pillows in her little corner as well. And yeah, so we pretty much got all the big stuff done, just waiting on laundry loads now, which again, hate laundry because this is what it's like. You just gotta sit here and wait for it to be done. But as a reward for my hard work, I'm going to get myself a Starbucks drink because they're doing $3 drinks yesterday and today. Today's the last day. And I haven't had Starbucks in so long. Have I even had it since I got my espresso machine? I don't even know. I've had an espresso machine for a few years, and then I got this big new fancy one in the end of November. And I'm have I? Actually, yes, I have. When my sister visited and stuff. But I have not gone to Starbucks much since getting it, which is good. I've been saving lots of money, making drinks at home, and getting my money's worth out of this machine. But because they're doing $3 drinks, and because I haven't gone in so long, and because I was so productive, I just feel like I need to reward myself today. So I'm going to place an online order and then go pick it up. We are very lucky and we live very close to Starbucks. So it's a very easy walk to go get my drink. But I have to figure out what I want. I think the offer is any drink for $3, I think. Although I'm not sure if customizations count. We're about to find out. Chocolate hazelnut cookie. Wait, do they have new flavors? They have a chocolate hazelnut cookie cold brew, but they don't have it in any other types of coffees, so I'm not sure what that's about. I have a few different go-to drinks that I normally get. I either get the caramel macchiato, the brown sugar oat milkshake and espresso, or sometimes a dirty chai, but dirty chai is usually kind of expensive because you have to add the espresso shot to a normal chai latte, which just adds extra money for no reason, which is stupid. But those are the three that I normally consider when I go. I don't think I'm going to do the caramel macchiato today because I kind of have been making my own version at home that tastes pretty similar. So if I'm going to go to Starbucks and pay for a drink, I want to get something different. But I don't know what I'm in the mood for. Do I want the chai latte? Do I want the shake? I don't think I'm in the mood for the shaken espresso. I've actually never really tried cold brew. I'm slightly interested because they have so many flavors, but I'm too scared to try it and not like it, so I'm just gonna stick with what I always get. Wait, what if I did a frappuccino? I haven't had a frappuccino in so long. I always just get lattes or espresso drinks. The only problem with frappuccinos is they don't usually have enough caffeine in them because when I'm getting a coffee, I'm getting it for the caffeine, which is why I never get frappuccinos because they don't have enough caffeine, so I have to add an espresso shot to them, which then just ups the price. But is that included in the $3 thing? I'm not sure. Okay, I see. The $3 is only for the base drink. So if I added an espresso shot, it would cost more. I would have to pay for the espresso shot on top of that. So we're not going to do that. We're going to be smart. So check this out. An iced cinnamon dulce latte, $5.95 base price. Last I was told, the lattes from Starbucks come with 2 espresso shots in them. So this drink has 2 espresso shots in it and a cinnamon dulce flavoring for $5.95. A plain iced chai, which is just milk and the chai flavoring, $5.65. So it's 30 cents cheaper, even though it has no espresso in it. And then the same chai with 2 shots added to make it equal to that of a latte adds $2.50 to that. So that's, hold on, quick math, $7.15 for a dirty chai, even though it's the same thing as a latte, but with chai flavoring instead of cinnamon dulce. Guys, it makes me so mad. It makes me so upset. Like, why do they do this? I needed to express that. I needed you guys to understand how ridiculous this is. Anyway, I've been sitting yapping about this for too long, so let me just place my freaking order and go get my drink. But if anyone from Starbucks is watching this, make it make sense. Okay, I'm just gonna get a latte with their brown sugar syrup. Keeping it simple.
The Google light on. Suki, there you go. Suki, get off.
Off. Come here.
Off.
Shruti, why are you so bad listening, huh?
Selective hearing.
Good girl. It's just anything you do with the bed, she's like, oh my gosh. When I was taking the sheets off earlier, she was like so interested and hopped up as soon as I was done. You let me be the pillows because I hate fitting sheets.
Okay. I didn't wake up on time today. Suki was waking me up, but I was ignoring her.
But that's exactly what you wanted. She was doing what you said.
Yeah, she did.
She has a good alarm clock, honestly.
Yeah, you need the alarm clock to go off first, and then she's
Well,
like,
yeah, and then she reacts.
I gotta figure out my routine. I don't know the orders to do stuff. Like,
What do you mean?
like, do I take care of Suki first, or do I take care of myself first?
I mean, I take care of myself first, but that's because I don't want to go outside in my pajamas, but you have no shame doing that.
Yeah, but I should probably just get ready first, right?
I mean, yeah.
Like, what do I eat? Do I eat before or after?
I would eat after. Because, well, at least after taking her to eat. My AirPods started acting up today. I don't know if they were just dead, but like the right one just wasn't working, and I've been putting it back in the case to like try and charge it
that
up.
happened to mine too. It went away.
It went away.
Yeah.
But then I noticed that the case was like really low battery, so I was like maybe, but like it's weird because they were both in there together overnight. But I don't know if maybe like just the left one charged for some reason and the right one didn't. And then the case was dead, so when I put it back in, it didn't charge up. I don't know. But I plugged them in, so I guess we'll see tomorrow if they work. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. We're not done. Wait, are you still reading your coding book?
Yeah, not really. Like, I was reading the Reading Girls.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Like you went back to it?
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
fun.
I don't know. I haven't read in like a week now.
Gotta get back into it. Spooky. Oh, that worked kind of well. Spooky. Stop, you're messing up my hard work. Oh my god.